Yeah, streaming.
Dope. So, off-color discussions. I'm not done with saying that part.
Oh, well, that's
and
hey, by all means.
Joe B. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, because he doesn't want to miss a thing. Billy C.
That's pretty good too.
Right.
You're on a roll right now.
I'm not done. I'm gonna do.
That's two of them.
I'm getting song titles the whole way through.
You're on a 2-game win streak right now.
I stopped at Barley and Hops and got us some. One, we both open up different things, but
this one is
we're
pretty
both gonna
good.
drink them. I'll find out on the second half. This is Mason's Liquid Rapture. They're double IPA, dry hopped with Ella, Idaho 7, and Citra. It's 8.2. It's nice and tasty.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a slow drinker right here.
I'm sure once you start going, it'll go down a lot faster. And Shipyard has put out a new one in honor of either Gay Pride Month or the Alphabet Month, whatever, LBGQ. Politically correct. I should know them all, but
Let's just do Equality
no
Month.
idea.
We'll call it Equality Month.
I just don't get months, man. You should be treating people good every day. We should be celebrating life every day. That's too liberal.
I have this conversation with holidays like Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, and you should be celebrating those things all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Although sometimes kids are frustrating. Mine's only at 6.7, so I'll be able to get this. My birthday's tomorrow, so that should be fun.
Cool. So I'll be carrying the first half of the show, apparently, with your little 6 point. Woo.
Oh shit!
Already spilling. Already spilling.
It's
What is
been a
going
while.
on?
It's been a while. I'm telling you, it was a rough.
It's been a long week.
Is there? It's over there. Do. You know what?
How was your Father's Day?
I'm gonna get there. This is why I kind of like doing live, because I like when this silly shit happens and you're like, God damn it.
This is really kind of the first time I've seen you since last weekend. So how was your Father's Day?
It's been a long week. In-laws were up.
Love the in-laws. My in-laws,
she
not
went
yours.
to go visit her dad, so we went out to breakfast. Try to go out to breakfast. Well, we went out to breakfast successfully.
Did you go out for a late breakfast? Because if you get there too late, you know all them old people done taking up all the tables already.
So I will say it was
like a
later.
4-hour wait.
It was later than we would normally go to lunch.
What's later? Like 9 o'clock or like 6:30 a.m.?
I think we got there at like 9:30.
Yeah, that's too late, man.
Yeah, that was too late. So this place would do. They were offering up prime rib and eggs for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that was sold out by the time.
By the time you got there.
Oh, by the time I was in line to get in, I watched her come out and told the guy two in front of me, just so you know, we sold out. So who knows how long it had been.
Come on, what man really needs red meat on Father's Day?
This one.
Well,
what?
Me too, because I had some.
Yeah. So we waited about an hour in line. Excuse me. Got our table. We had 7 people with us, so.
So you made it doubly difficult by bringing in a big group and
right.
not calling ahead or nothing, just
None of that.
showing up.
The place was small, Charlie's, in Merrimack. They have delicious food.
I'm not a breakfast person.
It's a tiny spot, you know.
But I've heard the food is good.
It is good. They do lunch, I think. I don't know.
I like lunch.
So, hour to wait. Finally get our table. My niece is with us. We go out to breakfast all the time, or at least regularly enough that I know it's on a menu that I want. You know what I mean? Like I don't go crazy with customization of 3 egg omelet, egg yellow.
You're not building
all
a plate.
that crap. No, I know what I want, so I already pick it out. Have coffee. Waitress comes over, goes, you guys good? And my niece is like, I think I need a minute. So
How old is this
she
niece?
left. 8.
Okay.
So she left. It was busy, so we forgot about
the big party sitting in the corner.
We're right near where you have to walk by us every time to go anywhere else.
Next to the waitress station.
Kind of, yeah, close enough. We can.
I can see how that can happen. The forgetting about.
So she forgets about us. Then all of a sudden, but she was busy, right? It wasn't because she wasn't working. Like she was nonstop. There was no hey, when you get a minute. It was just she was nonstop.
It's Father's Day, late breakfast.
I'm busy. She seemed like she was the only waitress working. One was cleaning the table. The other one was behind the counter. Maybe hire another person for those busier days.
Just to put this in perspective, this place has like 6 to 8 tables.
I mean, they have a counter, but that was full. One seat was broken. So it was just horrible, right? So we finally order after probably about a half hour to an hour, maybe
After you sat down?
Oh yeah, maybe a half hour.
So you're almost kicking lunch in the pants.
Oh, we're definitely kicking a lunch in the pants.
All right.
So then we order food, and yeah, it takes like an hour to get food.
Well, I mean, it can only get better from here.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you eat
The
real
place
quick.
has got to clear out, you know.
No, I mean, it stayed hopping all day. Like,
Really?
Yeah. At least as long as we were there.
Through lunch,
And then it was come home, open up the pool, mow the lawn, travel to my neighbor's house for Father's Day drinks at about 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
That's all you did on Father's Day? Mow the lawn and open the pool? I mean,
yeah.
Did you have other chores you were supposed to do?
No, the pool was enough.
That was it.
I mean,
and mow the lawn.
probably if breakfast didn't take so long.
You would have got to a couple other things on the checklist.
Some other shit.
Some to-do stuff.
But that was all I had time for. So I went to the neighbor's house to celebrate Father's Day with them. Kids were in the pool. So I was drinking. It was hot, right here.
It was hot.
It was hot. Like,
it was a hotter day.
So
Yeah.
I was not in the mood for an IPA, double IPA. So I'm like, fucking, you know what I want? It's Father's Day. I want Moscow mules. So a Moscow mule is,
which is a reasonable escalation in drinks.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, to go from
very
double
refreshing.
IPA to
Hard
basically
liquor?
frozen vodka.
Yeah, well, it's vodka and ginger beer, so it's very refreshing on a hot day. Like, it was good. So 3 would have been good, but I probably stayed there until like 9 o'clock, pounding. They were going down like ginger ale.
It was hot. It was hot in that diner.
It was hot all day.
It was really
a lot
hot.
of salty food. That was the only food I ate. So there's nothing else to suck that shit up, dude. Like,
just breakfast lunch grease.
Yeah. So Monday, it was a little rough.
I can imagine.
A little hungover. In this meantime, my nephew who was here got sick. So he's throwing up throughout the house. So he stayed over.
Well, at least it's Father's Day.
Extra
You didn't
night.
have to clean it up, right?
No, yeah, I did not. My the wife cleaned it up. I mean, really, it's her sister-in-law. I'm just here by marriage, so it's like double, triple cousin, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, there.
Are you calling somebody?
No,
Hey, how you doing?
Just turning off the sound. Nobody wants to listen to my ringers.
So then Monday night, wife gets sick. All right. Tuesday, stomach ain't feeling that good.
Yours?
Yeah, I'm not feeling good. So
it is run through the house.
it's
Thanks
running
to your
through.
nephew. All right.
So
Fun
by
times.
the, I made it through work. It was a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. By that last hour, like, I thought I was gonna puke. So I come home.
Oh man.
Talking to her, I'm like, my body feels good. My stomach don't feel good, but my body feels good. Like, I don't feel that bad. But you know when you can feel it in your stomach, like you got to take a shit.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be solid, so you don't want to fart. Like, you know what I mean?
Never trust a fart in that
Right.
situation.
So you're like, nope, definitely gonna water out. So went to the can, watered out, or peed out my butt, however you want to call it.
We gotta mark this on the time because we're less than 10-15 minutes into this show and we already have our poop story.
Oh yeah.
Moving along.
So as I'm sitting there, I was hot. My stomach, I felt compressed. So when I came home, I changed into shorts and just my tank top. And I'm sitting there. I look over at the basket, the little waste basket that's by the sink, and I'm like, all right, it's got a bag in it. All right. So I pull it over. No, I don't think I'm going to puke. I think I'm all right. Violent. All just violent. Like, it was horrible.
Like,
violent.
full
My
lurch.
throat hurt. Like, it hurt. My stomach hurt. Luckily, like, the bottom half already finished out. So it was like, oh, change direction. And just all came barreling out the fucking top. So, all right, you know, whatever. Fucking take care of myself.
At least it didn't divide and conquer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No, but it was like, all right, now the other half. And then I just laid down the rest of the night and I was good. I didn't eat anything else, obviously. Tuesday, I can't talk. So so that was Tuesday. So Wednesday, when you're like, I can't do it tonight. I got the game. All right, sweet. All right. Oh man, it's all good. I don't really want to go, but I don't want to leave some because all we really have is Dave's audio. I don't want to put that out. Like,
I'm glad you went first because your week was way more eventful than mine.
Yeah, it's been busy.
I went to the beach early in the morning, chilled with the fam.
Like, relax.
Came home, did a couple little things, hung out. I think she let me play some video games for a while. I mean, I just played them anyways. And, hung out with the fam. That was it. And then went to work.
Sorry,
not hungover.
I know, that's...
I mean, it is quite rude, but I'm used to it.
I have not thrown up, like... Or been hungover in a while. I'll say that. Like
I'm glad that I did not have the start to the week that you had. That would have been rough.
Yeah, it was not fun. And now I like.
Is everybody clear? Right?
Yeah.
All right. By now,
it's only one that like doesn't get sick, and I think it's because he's the only one that didn't have anything to begin with. Like he wasn't already fighting everything.
Video screens.
Yeah. Nuking the bacteria. So he's fine. Like he don't feel anything, but I think it's because. We were run down because we were hungover from drinking. Emma had already had a cold
breakfast.
Yeah, wow, dude, man, that set my whole day off. Just late food, and then you never know where to go. Usually, if I eat breakfast, I have a hard time with like lunch, and then I'll get dinner, or I'll do like lunch or breakfast, lunch, no dinner, or no breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like I don't know. I only eat like maybe twice a day, so I try to space those accordingly. But if I know it's a heavy drinking, usually it's beer, so I definitely don't eat except for whatever I ate. Because I don't know, it just
sounds like responsible drinking to me.
Right.
I mean, you're prepping your body with, consumption of food either before or after or both. I like to hydrate before and after.
I should have.
Makes for the next day being so much better.
I should have, but what I did... Sorry, I got to turn that other sound down. I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it. It's driving me nuts.
This?
No, there's like little kid talking.
Oh.
Did you hear it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So...
Maybe it's like that Yanny Laura thing.
I was told about this great new show that I should watch on Netflix. I think I'm going to check it out. Black Mirror. Somebody told me about it. Yes. No, I haven't started watching.
Oh, you haven't started.
No, somebody told me about it, and they said it's really good, so I'm gonna check it out.
Are you just like fighting the earth? Like, is that what it is? You're like, oh, this motherfucker's
you know what it is?
Good. Fuck you. You ain't gonna give me homework, you bastard. Like
every time I go through
you ain't the boss of me, motherfucker.
Every time I go through my list, I'm like, I stop right on it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch an episode. Yeah, not feeling it.
I'm telling you, man. There's such good ones in there. Did you watch Evil Genius at all?
I started that one, yes. I had already seen the first episode, but I started in? No, I restarted the first episode. I mean, it's pretty good so far. I mean, I only got one episode in. Yeah.
It's a little disturbing, right?
So, you sent me this video.
Are you
I'm already jumping into this cuz I had an opinion about this when you sent it to me.
It's crazy shit, right?
All right. So, you sent me this video.
I sent you a video of a trailer.
This is basically the video that was sent from the White House to the president
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un,
the leader. I don't know.
Yeah, leader of North Korea. So Kim Jong-un. This was sent from our nation's capital to them.
Yeah.
To prep them for prep him for what was coming when Trump came.
The way I heard it, it was Trump showed him there.
Well, see, I heard it was ahead of time for the media and him to see. And he may have been in North Korea from what I read, but I think it was before the actual meeting came. Because if you watch the end of it, it says, will he shake his hand? You know what I'm saying? So there's the implication that it was kind of a precursor.
Yeah, precursor.
Let me tell you,
but before the handshake.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The video reminded me something of
some shit
that montage shit that you see in like in a post-apocalyptic movie, like how that shit started.
Yeah.
That playing through is what I saw.
Yeah.
That was like, oh my god, we're about to see a new Terminator movie. Like this is some crazy. Why?
It's like the fake news story.
That is some propaganda bullshit right there. Yeah.
Do you like the basketball player? You could have basketball.
I'm surprised it didn't have Dennis Rodman in it.
I know, me too. Like, but at the same, because he doesn't want to give Rodman any credit.
No, he doesn't.
You know, Rodman's already
he
jumping
don't share
off. Rodman's already jumping off like, yeah, that's right, that's because me, bitch.
Did you see what happened?
Which part?
Trump has, I think he is actually enacted the bill or is going to, but it's a federal.
Talking about Space Force.
No. It's no. We'll get to space. We'll get to Space Force for everybody watching. Space Force. So, anyways, apparently he loosened the federal guidelines for states that have legal marijuana, either medical or recreational or both. I think every state that has it medical has it both. So he loosened the guidelines for it, so banks aren't going to be so. That's good because that's some business shit right there. That's going to be a business boom in this country.
Oh, they ask you too.
Between jobs and education that you can get into. If you're looking for something and you're not sure what to do going to college right now, seriously, if you live in a state that it's legal, these colleges, they have colleges dedicated to teaching you how to grow, farm, sell, business, classes to go along with it, dispensary stuff. Like, you could work and get a job doing this now. So I think it's a little too early to people to jump on it. But
what's the worrying part of that is that big corporations that can afford lots of land, lots of equipment, workers, they're just gonna take over and take up land instead of right now. Like, it's, dude, if you're in a market, get in the market because you're guaranteed money. As long, follow your steps right. Get whatever licenses that you need, whatever it is that you got to do. Do that because
why does nobody ever bring up nobody bring up the fact that this could be a gigantic agricultural?
Oh, dude, it takes. Takes less hemp plants to produce the oxygen that a tree does.
Right. Just the fact that if we made this federally legal across the country, imagine between the exports and, in the sales of corn. That's all over this country. Like, that's the whole Midwest that provides corn. So, this is probably the next big agricultural thing. Why are we not
get rid of? If you're not making enough money, there's always issues with farmers, right? Shutting down because they don't get enough for the subsidy or whatever they are. Because
it's not. I don't think they get a ton.
They're trying to sell food to stores, but stores require you can only have perfect stores. Like, if a pepper doesn't have the stem, Hannaford's won't buy that shit.
No. I don't want to call them out specifically, but they donate anything that they get.
It's any store.
Well, not all of them, but a lot. I think they donate everything that they get to food shelters and stuff like that. Like, all their fresh food goes to.
But yet we still have all this poverty.
Yeah, I know, right?
All these poor people. How do people go hungry? Because you throw out McDonald's on the regular,
right?
You throw out food. We waste more food than everybody else.
Oh my god, it's
gluttonous pigs.
So if that were to happen and they federally, what is it? It's not repeal. It's
legalize.
Just legalize. If they legalize it across the country.
They'd have to abolish whatever the law is, right?
What do you do with the people that have been incarcerated for small crimes?
Yeah, you'd really have to go back and look to see what it was that they were.
Do you put a statute
if they were charged with anything else? Yeah, oldest first.
No. Well, okay. Do you put
that's a lot of people to fucking look through.
Right. Do you put a statute on anybody in the last 5 years that has been convicted of any minor marijuana crime would get released? Wouldn't that just that alone in the last 5 years alleviate like a lot of the pressure on the prison system?
So yes, well, yeah, it would. Because it's less people, right? But at
how
the same
far back
time,
do you go?
5-10 years, that's a good start. But you also have to see what else they got lined up with and how accurate those were. You know what I mean? It's one thing if it's just a marijuana charge and this is your second time.
Well, no, what I'm talking about is people who have like 2 ounces on them.
Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Like,
right. That's what I'm talking about. Small crimes.
If you're just selling weed, then that's whatever. You're a fucking entrepreneur. But if you're also laying coke with it, or there's some other charge on top of it, especially assault or whatever, fucking rape.
No. I'm with that. Those are serious crimes. I'm just talking stupid possession crimes.
Yeah,
like somebody who's got an ounce of weed in their car when they get pulled over and they go away for 10 years.
Yeah, see you later. Fucking
you're going home.
Out.
Right.
You know how much paperwork that is?
I know, right? You're gone. See ya.
I mean, but everything, because you got to take it off their records or at least strike it out from their records so that way it doesn't hold.
Maybe that just continues to be the penalty.
Or is that a? Do you?
Who's let? The government.
The motherfucking
government is all right. I'm gonna have to ask you to stand outside. I think the levels are fine.
A wire.
Jesus.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. And then her and I had talked about it before. Like, that's an interesting topic to talk with your kid. That this used to be illegal, but it was wrongly illegal. And these people were affected by it, and now it's not because.
Well, see, this is a crazy time, too, because you're going to be seeing it on the news all the time.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's going to be more and more on the news, and your son is at the age where you're probably within a year of having to have that honest conversation.
That's right. We've already had the sex talk, so I'm not worried.
That's a no big deal talk.
I'm not worried because at the same I'm an adult having to talk about it. I'm not a teenager, that's going to go, or even like a young parent that has an older kid.
You're not going to use the word bro.
Oh, dude, man, you know what they just did? Like,
right.
It's not going to be my outlook on it. Why I use it is not the same as when I used it then. So I think my conversation with him is going to be very different than had it been like if I was younger.
Right.
So, and not in this new mindset.
Are we ready to talk about Space Force? Space Force.
You gonna sign up? No, yeah.
No, I'm not fucking signing up. I'm too old. They want young people.
I asked on Twitter.
I can't take the rigorous that going into space. Did you watch the press conference though?
Just the him part that I didn't watch the whole thing. He was like, he announced it. I want to direct it. It's gonna be because we technically have it in the Air Force already, but he wants to make it so it's its own thing. That's why you have which is
we
fine,
have a special
whatever.
division of the Air Force, but
I'm down with that. Whatever you got to do, build that.
Which I'm all okay with.
Military industrial complex. You need new recruits, right? What better way than create a new branch that people might want to jump into, like Starship Troopers? That's all I can picture with this is Starship Troopers,
right.
like those demonstration videos that kind of look like that propaganda video. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's the same shit.
Dude, that was some propaganda bullshit. And if anybody hasn't seen it, definitely watch on YouTube. It's a funny watch.
Obama was the one that let that you could use propaganda against the U.S.
Yeah. Who cares?
He signed it.
They're basically just trying to make fun of us or demonize us.
No. Like, America can use, the U.S. government can use propaganda films on the American people.
Oh, no. If you fall for that shit, then I don't know.
It looks fake.
Isn't that basically what like mainstream media is?
Mainstream media, movies,
right?
I mean, Hollywood.
It's all guided.
Sons of bitches.
I know. They infiltrate everything.
I know. Why can't we just be?
I don't know. But my point with the okay, so I want to say I'm not gonna sign up. I'm not gonna. There's no laser guns. Okay, but
might be.
I'm gonna say it. He's been doing a lot of right things lately. Except for, which hopefully he's going to fix soon, the whole separation of family thing.
Well, he did the executive decision.
Oh, he already made it?
Yeah, he did it. He did it this morning or yesterday.
All right, so there we go. You're fixing a problem that you created. Okay. Lately, you're not fixing it, but you're taking a step in the right direction.
Not even just that. Like, it's just...
I've been open about my disagreement with our president.
Yeah, but what'd you say about...
Here's my problem with what's happened in the last couple of weeks.
The child separation? Or
no, it's too serious to talk about right now. No, Space Force is what I'm talking about. If you watch the video when he announces it and he talks about it, he says, U.S. needs to be the dominant in space. Like, that is just so like ego driven right there. You're not going to dominate space. If our dumbasses finally get up there, there's going to be someone up there with better weapons than us. We might be dominating the atmosphere. That's about it. We are so far away from aliens.
We need some more Nazi scientists.
What?
Nazi scientists.
Are you talking about Paperclip?
That's how we got into space to begin with. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Did you know? I just learned today that Genghis Khan killed a bunch of scientists in Iraq.
What?
And like he went into, when he was conquering that whole side, he went into Iraq, murdered, like I think they said 1 million people in Iraq. I mean, they from what the research on Genghis Khan, they made like a carbon impact in the carbon
we're talking
footprint. Like, whenever that was. I have no idea when it was.
I think it was like 13 or 1400s.
Yeah, but still, like
BC?
Wiped out. No,
it wasn't that old.
But I think he's like in the 1400s.
Yeah.
But he basically wiped out enough people on this earth to like make a dent. Like I think he had it down to like 10% of the population. Like he went through, wiped Iraq, murdered like a ton of scientists. So maybe later than 1400s. But I don't know.
I mean,
but they haven't been able to recover since then. Like that's how much he impacted that region.
Right. I mean, in comparison, there were a lot less people then. But I mean, you could even say,
the amount of people that have
Hitler made a dent
from 80, not as much as like other people.
Enough of a dent. Any kind of dent like that is enough. Like
but if you look at like Mao, Stalin, they've done way more numbers. But he's the
they were riding his coattails.
The trademark. No, I think they came first, or Mao came after. Stalin came first
with him. Is that you?
Same time? No, that's definitely you. Although it might be me. If so, I don't want to listen to correction.
Right.
I don't need any correction right now. But yeah, so either way, Space Force, I would do it. It would be cool. But
you're too old to sign up.
I know.
And too short. You need to be at least 5'4".
Bitch, I will kick you in your dick. I can reach you from across this table. It's only like 2 feet wide.
That is true. Standing up, no. You might fall over.
My foot's not long enough to drag and hit that bar that's on the bottom.
Oh.
Full force nut shot. This isn't bad. You'll be...
This one is a slow drinker.
It's not just about having pride in how we make our beer. It's about having pride in who we are. And
humanity.
What we choose to stand for.
What else you got on the table?
We can go child thing. Might as well just
you just
get
wanna,
all of Trump out of the way first.
All right, let's get the Trump thing out of the way. We'll do the last.
How do you feel about child thing? I
feel about the child thing?
Yeah, I'm very conflicted. Because at the same time,
what do you mean conflicted?
What am I conflicted?
There should be no reason that you should be taking children from their parents.
Yes, there is. Right. So this is stop looking at emotion and that stuff and take the human part out of it. Look at it objectively. Whether you agree with the law or not, it's still there. So if you and your wife and your whole family go into a bank, rob a bank, go fucking murder somebody, commit a crime.
We're talking about committing crimes.
Right.
Violent crimes.
Illegal, crossing the border illegally without notification and all that, staying here past your time, whether you agree with the law or not, is still a law.
Okay, well,
that is the, okay. That is the point, right? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That's why I'm conflicted about it.
Here's my point on that, because this might steer you in a little bit of a direction. You can't think of it like that, because the examples. The examples you used are all violent, intentional crimes. These people are
stealing. Doesn't always have to be violent.
No, it doesn't always have to be, but is an intentional act to take property from someone else.
Are you not?
So when they're coming over this border illegally, yes, it is illegal. Yes, you're breaking a crime. Yes, there are laws and things that need to be enforced. Okay? But they're not being violent about it. Their intent is only to have a better life. And that's what this country is built on. So hold on. So in an instant like this, you have to have leeway. If somebody is acting violent when they come over and they get arrested, yes, you need to take their kids and put them in safe custody and do something with them as a violent individual. A mother trying to hold on to her 3-year-old child that's being ripped off and sent halfway across the country, that is unacceptable. You have to have a compassion in some of this stuff. Just because a law is there doesn't mean it's right.
I didn't say it was, but they still need to be followed.
Right, but
that's right. That's
yes,
the whole point.
They're being detained.
Not all.
They're being detained. You should not
detained.
Right, they're being detained, and other than that, while they're in detainment, if they're not causing trouble, there is absolutely no reason that is going to change the situation other than make somebody distraught and maybe cause PTSD to a child. by separating.
So
they're not causing any harm.
You can even tie in marijuana is not violent. It should be legal.
It's illegal, and it's wrong that it's illegal.
Right? But if I was growing in my house with, selling out of my house or doing any of that, breaking the law, me and my wife are doing it, we would go to jail and be separate. They would still take the kids. Right? They would find out who they belong to, like what family member they can send them to. Problem with these kids, they don't have family over here. Or if they do track them down and they do put it with it. Right? Yes, you gotta fucking get everybody's names and identification.
Which makes the difference as
resources, right? Your resources going into it. It's still gonna get done, but your resources going into it, they don't have the resources for it.
That right there makes my point. That's why they're taking your kids who are now having the opportunity to go with family members, people that they love and trust that are going to take care of them.
If they can find them.
Because you broke the law. Right. That's fine. Well, the end game of the law is irrelevant right now. That's a whole different issue. But when these children have nobody else and they're getting thrown into a government facility with other kids who are scared and confused and having trouble being separated from their family and have nobody else, that's the same situation as yours going to a family member where they're going to be safe and loved.
Yeah, but they don't always go to family members. Sometimes the state, even if they take your kids, the state will hold them, right?
Right, but the state provides them with a better situation than immigrant kids.
Right, but I'm also I'm gonna look at it like this too. You know how many kids get put into sex trafficking?
Yeah.
Right. So how does that happen? Because they go through foster homes. They go through a system, right?
Sometimes.
So if you're taking these kids in and you're sending them to a foster home or some system, what's to protect those kids then? I'm not saying this is right. But at least you know where they are, and they are
that's a different
under
issue.
protection. But that's what people don't talk about. That's what people don't. So you're telling they don't look at the whole picture. They look up the emotional humanity side of it. And
aren't we humans? Don't we need more humanity nowadays?
Yes.
Don't we need more humanity? Why should we make this situation worse than it is?
As rough as it is, I'm telling you, it's better than going through the foster care system.
I'm surprised that you have that opinion, but my opinion is mine. I don't think it's right to separate them. I mean, if there's a reason,
but I'm saying this is why it's done, and people should step back instead of just flying off. You got to look at the whole picture.
I do look at the whole picture, and where I come to my conclusion is it comes to the humanity part, the compassion part, the fact that if this family is not causing a problem while they're going through the detain and deport process, then there should be no reason for them to be separated as a family. If they're complying, yeah, there's a difference. If you get pulled over for a DUI and go peacefully, you're probably going to get off with a lesser penalty. Well, yeah, compared to me, you're probably going to get a lesser penalty than if you try to spit on the cop and fight him and punch him and kick him. You think the judge is going to care about that? There's a difference. I mean, just because it's a law doesn't make it right. We've had plenty of laws that have been repealed. I mean, if we followed every law, we'd still be following Jim Crow laws, segregation laws.
Right. I'm not saying it's right, but those things also took time to change.
Yeah, well, why not? Why is this not the time to change it?
Slow burn? I don't know.
See? I've drawn the line in the sand. That's where I'm on this side. You decide where you're going to be.
Fucking liberal.
I'm not liberal. I love people. I think there should be more of that.
I love people too, but you have to look at.
I hate
there's even a bigger picture before, right?
Like everyday life. Because I do. I hate stupid people in everyday life, but I don't want to see anything bad happen. I also feel that people shouldn't have such a hard time coming here or going back and forth. I think we should do. That's a totally different issue. The process in which it takes. I've heard people talk about that.
You can't do it both ways. You can't be friendly over here and then not friendly over here. Like it's you.
How about you
got to do one or the other until you can fix everything. It's a fucked up system. I'm not saying it's right.
There's no way to fix everything. You can't fix all of it.
Right, so you got to do the best.
You can take steps. You can make things a little bit better.
He signed the executive order today. Don't make me defend him.
You know, people talk about, the immigration status and all this stuff and people coming to this country. What they don't understand is in like 1910, it probably took like 30 days to get your papers. Like you signed some paperwork, told them where you're from, customs gave you that, you're an American citizen, like 30 to 60 days. It takes 10 fucking years in the state of New Hampshire on average to get citizenship for this country. 10 years. That's a decade. of waiting and doing all the right things. Can you do that same thing with hundreds of thousands of people who are trying to come here? I understand not all of them need to be here. Some of them need to go back. Some of them are violent criminals. Some of them are going to be an issue. Some of them are just going to be a drain. But
that's when
for
you gotta,
everybody, why do you have to make the process so hard?
Because
that's a separate issue.
Too many are coming. Because
you got me worked up. Now you're defending Trump.
I do.
You are all up on. You're like
been
just
sick for like a week.
Like
man,
you're giving him a slight Western right now. Just, I mean, simmer down. Have a little bit of a heart.
But you also got to look at why are they coming here, right?
Yeah, they're trying.
Because it's shitty over there.
They're trying to make a better life for themselves.
Right, because it's shitty over there, because jobs pay dick, because they get screwed the fuck over, because corruption in their government, cartels.
And some of that comes with them, and I understand that.
But not even that, right? So if we helped make Mexico flourish like we have flourished, then and actually partner with our continent. I thought when Trump was talking about.
Well, not while we're pissing off Canada.
I think no shit.
Well, our northern brothers and us southern Mexicans.
Yeah, but Canada's just not fucked. But they went too far liberal.
How you gotta piss off Canada, dude?
They outlaw if you fucking if you're talking and I don't address you by whatever your correct pronoun that you're identifying is, you can get in trouble for that. That's laws against.
Yeah, but their penalties aren't that. Their penalties aren't that
sure
rough.
about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because Canada's known as like the nicest
people
country
are.
in the
world. Their government's fucking not. And even still, like some of the tariffs that
there's some happy motherfuckers.
We had to pay, because they're living.
You ever see how proud they prance around the beaches around here?
No, I try not to watch.
It's a rough sight, man, but they happy as fuck.
It's like us down south.
They're not sitting here talking about immigration shit.
No, well, maybe they are.
They said, "Welcome to Canada."
There. I mean, you know
half our country is fucking ice and snow. You're welcome to go inhabit that part.
But if we helped our neighbors that touch us flourish,
whoa,
damn sex traffickers.
I am not. Nope.
If we help,
how'd you find out about that?
Partners, the sex trafficking. That's what I say.
No, never mind.
Oh, touching.
Neighbors touching.
But if we help them flourish enough to be where we're at economically, so you didn't have the cartel running shit because we outlawed drugs that don't kill you but fucking prescribe the ones that do. Like if we could fix that, then it creates a different story, right?
Yeah.
But we're not there. But people only look at that one thing instead of looking up the whole picture. So yes, do I agree with all of it? No, man, it's rough. But part of it is you have to look at it as it's a law, black and white. If we broke the law as a family, they're splitting up. That's what compliance is. Compliance is black and white. There's no gray.
And
I get the world shouldn't work like that.
I know. I get that. But you gotta, this is a situation that we haven't had to deal with before. Yes, we have to deal with
that's only because we're not near fucking Syria.
No, but
if we were near there, that's what they have to deal with all the refugees flying over because we're fucking
right. But this is what I'm
talking
talking about. That we haven't had to deal with it because it's, especially this generation. It's the generation that gets outraged by everything. This is the first time that this situation, because we've seen this kind of shit before in our lives. In this country, happening in other countries. This is the first time this has hit home for a younger generation. So I can see.
I think the policy started, the whole immigration thing really ramped up. It was a Clinton policy. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a Clinton one.
Yeah, and it's probably, it's definitely an outdated policy at this point. There are ways you can update it. So
I keep talking shit on Clinton until I get followed.
By Clinton?
Well, not by one of the guys in the black car that you're like, fuck, that's them. I'm all right, you got me.
Now every time you see a black Suburban, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Hope nobody's phone goes off.
Space Force.
That'd be fucked. Space Force. I can't get over it. That's the name he came up with.
My favorite part of that.
I like Space Council.
What do you call it?
Well, Space Council
Academy?
Space Academy. That's too late night.
That's kids. I think my favorite part of watching the press conference is the end when he wanted the general to get started.
Where he's looking around,
and he's like, General, I forget his name.
Where you at?
General. You're behind me. Oh, what's up, bro? Yeah, you. Get that shit done. Dude, he was behind you the whole time. Like, he didn't just walk up.
He wasn't late to the meeting.
I'm pretty sure you passed him on the way in.
Wasn't there an interview where you hired him?
Oh, dude.
You couldn't recognize. I was waiting for him to like fist bump him or give him like a chest bump. Yeah, I saw that too. That was funny as fuck.
It's a rough thing, and it.
So, I mean, if you had to pick a side, I mean, if you had to lean one way or the other and be decisive
not that
on
easy,
it. No, it's not that easy because I feel a little bit of the same side that you're talking about. But in my belief, in the person that I am, I have to lean that way. So could you do it? Could you just make a decision and say, "Hey"?
Yeah. So it's
like if you had to vote on it.
Yes, because
tomorrow.
Because you have to vote on.
Yeah, if it was a mandatory citizen thing, like what are we gonna do?
Mandatory?
Yeah, if it was a mandatory thing, you had to make a decision tomorrow to vote on this. Either they keep their kids, or they stay together, or they don't stay together. We continue this way, or we go the other way. And they say, "Hey, we're doing this on the citizen vote, mandatory. Give it to me."
It wouldn't be a free country.
No, it wouldn't. But we don't.
It's hard.
We can change the parameters in this.
Nothing is gonna change if we just keep letting the same shit happen. So
following the same rules,
right? So I would fucking take it
and vote to let them keep their families together. No, you'd separate them
to get it to stop. Like it's just enough is enough. Like if you look at it like you're disciplining your kids, right? Not that they're toys, right?
Okay, there's a difference. You can't use this analogy.
Yes, I can because listen, you're trying to get the point across to people, right? How many times do you have to tell somebody to stop, or this is the way that it needs to be done, until it's done? You know what I mean? Like you can't just keep letting people get away with this.
There are solutions to this, though.
Right.
There are solutions. We have one of the largest militaries in the world. Okay, so when we're not actively at war and we have all this military, doing their daily duties and their jobs that they do normally, but if they're not, why don't we put more of them on the border to deter more people from coming in? Why is it a limited amount of people on the border? I mean, why don't we use our military? How's that
different from the building a wall?
I mean, it's not. There's no difference. I mean, you want to build the fences higher, then build the fences higher. I mean, build the walls higher. There's nothing wrong with protection. That's how they made it through, the medieval times. They built bigger castles, and the ones that could withstand it made it through it. Why don't we take the military that we have here and dedicate more of it to the borders that we're worried about and allocate that time and resources and money to that rather than taking these people and psychologically damaging thousands and tens of thousands of kids just to send them back to be all fucked up in that country. I mean,
I really think the detaining is saving them from more sex trafficking.
Is it really?
I think so.
You're on the sex trafficking thing. The small percentage of it.
It's not small.
It is a small.
When 2,300 people get fucking popped, that's a lot of people, and that's not even the tip
Americans
of the iceberg.
Get stolen every year.
Right.
Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Kids get kidnapped.
Sex trafficking. That's a real thing.
Yeah, I know it's a real thing. But what I'm saying is
taking them from them and not keeping them.
Yes, I think you're psychologically damaging certain kids and some kids by taking them from their parents at 3, 5, 6, 8 years old and causing issues that they
better than probably through. They weren't really keeping them with their families. They were sending them through foster homes.
You process them. You put them on buses. You ship their asses right back to the country, and then you beef up the borders with our own military. Defend here.
So just catch and release. Take them, put them back on a bus, and say just.
You're not harming anybody by doing that. You're not hurting kids.
Dog, I've seen you rage quit because you can't finish a level. You don't think any people are gonna get twisted just because they made it to the end and go.
Yeah, well, I rage quit.
Try again, sucker.
I rage quit because I was separated from my family at a young age. So there's your point right there.
Rage
quit. Brave was a hard fucking game, man. Don't fuck around. That last level fucked me up. I don't know why you always got to bring that up. Anyways, what else you got? I'm done with this. I'm done with this Trump game.
You rage quit on it?
You have never played it.
I will not.
Yeah, because
it's from 90s.
You're not good enough.
Okay.
What else you got? I'm done with this Trump shit.
That was fun. We haven't. I don't think
it wasn't really fun. We didn't really solve anything.
No shit. We're two people in a fucking basement talking to a microphone. What the fuck are we gonna do? No, if people want to change that shit, get involved. You don't like the way the system works?
Vote.
The only way to not even just vote, man. You have to get involved. You don't know politics? Start learning.
Get in it.
Voting isn't always the answer. Some people need to step up and fucking lead. I'm not saying I'm him, but
you better come up with something different. I'm gonna start on this Nostradamus shit. Yeah, I watched that. You never seen these videos? They put out like these Nostradamus quatrains every year or every like 5 years or whatever. No, what's going on?
I did watch. I think it was something similar.
I watched one for 2018.
I watched.
I believe it's real.
Up until the part the guy started trying to sell me his book on the survival.
Oh, no,
like, and it was like an hour that this guy went telling all these stories.
No. I'm talking I'm talking like a 10-minute video on YouTube.
Bunch of prophecies.
That's too much dedication.
And then all of a sudden it was like, but I got everything mapped out on what you need to do. Buy my book. And I was like, man, your story was so good until now.
You gotta suck it in. No, I'm talking them 10-minute videos on YouTube.
No, man, I don't trust all that shit. We're on YouTube. I don't fucking trust that shit that's on YouTube.
I don't trust all of it. It's just some of it's deceptive. It's entertaining to watch. It's like watching a movie. This conspiracy shit. I don't believe half of it, but some of it's
the only part where I start to question it and believe more is when you have other things that say the same thing and not just like when you have like government documents. I mean, I guess they could be faked, but when you see the government documents and you're like, oh, right, I guess that
whether you believe it or not, if you don't question the world around you in any way, then you're just a sheep. You're just a zombie going through life.
You sleep in a matrix.
You have to question things around you. Is this the real story? Because most of the time it's not.
Speaking of the XXX, I don't know how to say this dude's name, and I've heard it said so many times. And
Xander.
No, it's like XXXTentacion or whatever. Oh. He's the rapper that was shot Tuesday.
There was a rapper shot.
There was technically two of them. Same day, within like an hour. There was the XXX kid, and then this guy Jimmy Wapo. Same day, different cities.
I think I've heard of that.
One was like in Miami, right after he was coming out of like trying to buy a motorcycle with cash, and got gunshots. And then in Pittsburgh, this guy Jimmy Wapo got gunned down. Different like situation. I forget what that one was. I was more stuff has come out about like this XXX kid, because he people were saying rest in peace or whatever, fans of his music, and then stories were coming out that he beat up his girlfriend. I mean, or ex-girlfriend. I mean, the photos are pretty fucked. So then it's like, like this guy's a piece of shit, but yeah, you're a piece of shit, but you don't deserve to get fucking. He was 20, dude, 20. You're a fucking kid. I'm not saying what he did was right, but to not get a chance to get your second chance is crazy. And then there were conspiracies that he faked his death because some of the tattoos on the guy didn't see it or weren't there. Like, I guess he has one of a tree. I think it's like the tree of life on his head, on his forehead. I guess he sounds like an interesting person, minus the domestic violence and bullshit. He's not like Skittlemouth that is in trouble for molesting a kid. Sir,
it's that Xanax, man.
So
stay away from that shit.
So he had like a tattoo of like a tree, I think on his forehead or on his cheek or some shit that wasn't there. I guess there was a video at one point of the actual thing, like right after he got plugged. Fucking dude. There's an episode of Black Mirror, I'm telling you, that's fucked up.
It's funny you mentioned that. Somebody else told me about that show.
So, oh really?
Yeah.
I wonder who you heard
I should
from.
Check that shit out.
So instead of helping him or checking on him or CPR or anything, everybody just had their fucking phones out and was watching it. And there's an episode of Black Mirror where this girl wakes up all of a sudden and she's in this town and everybody is just filming her. And you have no idea why until the end. So you have to watch that one. It's fucked up, but it ties in, which is weird. But so
this whole issue to me, because I just had this conversation with someone the other day about how easy it is to film things nowadays, between home security cameras, CCTVs all around the cities, and body cams, dash cams, cell phones. Everybody's got some sort of recording device nowadays. Did you see that lady out of Massachusetts? I think it's I want to say Bridgewater. I might be wrong, but I think it was Bridgewater, which is a fairly nice town. I mean, that's in Boston. Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly nice town. I think it's an affluent suburb of Boston. Suburb. Can't talk right now for some reason. So she's jogging down the street, and I think it was a home security system. It might have been CCTV, but I think it was like a home security system. Sees this woman jogging down the street, broad fucking daylight on a major, like a main street in the town. Homie pulls up in his car, gets out of the driver's seat, goes around to the back of the car, tries to kidnap this woman. She not only has the wherewithal to take a picture of his ass, but she fights him off. He jumps in his car, almost fucking wrecks his car, ends up wrecking it 2 miles down the road, and the cops pick him up. He was a convicted rapist that just got out of jail a couple years ago, and he was trying to, snag that woman up, and she fought it. First mistake, you shouldn't be trying to take no bitches from Massachusetts because they tough ass bitches. I'm just saying. And second of all,
depends on what area.
She probably did some CrossFit.
Outside Boston.
I mean, I couldn't really see her jogging. She looked like she'd been doing it before, so she probably had some CrossFit, sessions in. She did a little bit of self-defense. But yeah, that's fucked up, man. Broad fucking daylight. Because as soon as he sped off in his car, there was 3 cars right behind him on that same road. Damn. As he's speeding off, you see them coming through, and then one guy stops, I think, and asks the lady if she's all right. But
hopefully the other ones were fucking chasing that dude.
Nah, they weren't. I don't think anybody really knew what was going on.
How do you not notice somebody trying to be taken?
Because the dude just jumped right back. He tried to, he kind of went to grab her, and she was either sweaty or had suntan lotion on herself, and she kind of pulled her phone out, took a picture as he fell on the ground, and then she kicked him, and he got up, scurried back to his car, got up, and got in his car and sped off. The whole thing lasted about 12 seconds.
Bitch, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's like a scene in the motherfucking movie.
And it's broad fucking daylight. And this dude...
Oh, you get better lighting.
Man... Snag a bitch in broad daylight, sure.
This is what I want you to do.
But that's some fucked up shit, right? So, I mean, it's good that people are able to have that technology, but again, it's annoying.
How fucked up would it be, right? We'll stay off left field for a minute, then we'll cycle back. If
you talking about Black Mirror?
No, but if the guy that lived in the house that had the TV, the security guard, right, Ring, that's the doorbell with the camera on it, that they go off when people drive by. That's how the lady almost hit the guy's fence trying to rob the thing. So anyway, so what if she knew that this single guy that was hot was living there, and then she set it up with her friend, listen, this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna be running by. I'm gonna hit this house at this time. You try to get me. I'm gonna defend you off, and then they'll know about me.
And then we'll go home. Fuck.
I mean, probably not. But
that is some serious foreplay. And any bitch who wants to do that much work, I ain't into it. Dude,
if she's gonna put that much in work there, how's the rest of it?
How much is that? That's gonna take you all night long to get to that point. If it takes that much drama just to get there,
mental illness is a thing. No, dude, good thing that she fucking fought it off. Yeah. But yeah, so he got gunned down, and then people were saying that maybe he faked his death or whatever because of whatever this video is.
That's funny.
Then, not comparing him, but I'm trying to look at how people reacted to it. I'm like, this dude isn't Tupac and Biggie. And this guy Jeffrey Wilson, who's on a podcast called Conspiracy Farm with Pat Miltage.
I've seen
former UFC, right? He tweeted out. He goes, because they caught they have a suspect. They arrested a suspect of the shooting. So he's like, they caught the suspect for this in 72 hours. Yet Biggie and Tupac still go unsolved. I was like, yeah.
Is he a white dude?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just watched the fact that you said that. I just watched a video the other day. I don't believe it, but it's one of those conspiracy videos that Tupac's still alive.
Oh, man, they've been saying that since 1996.
Well, they have him on camera. That's what the video got my attention. It's it admits it on camera, right? So they have this interview with the dude from Jurassic 5.
Yep.
Which one? The little short African-American black dude. I forget his name. I watched the video, but they show him, and they just got back together, I guess. Jurassic 5 did. Nice. At a recent concert, and
that's dope.
They had an interview with him, and he's got long dreads now, and I was like, nah, that's some bullshit right there. He talks different. I mean, the nose is right. And at the end of the video, you watch him talk in this interview, and you look at his eyes, and he's got that same like Tupac face, and you're like, I'll have to show it to you.
Right? Can you turn the headphones down just a little bit? You just knocked that shit out that camera.
No, it's still good.
Yeah, no.
There's a picture of him right there.
Though, right? So
that's right before he says, "I am Tupac." But see, there's later in the well, look at the eyes and then you watch him later in the video and you're like, that could happen. Shot, damn. I caught it.
God damn it.
But yeah, watch the video. I'll send it to you. And it's like 2 minutes long. It's an interview, but I guess he had like this special handshake that he did with people.
Pac did?
Yeah. It was like this, and then you would clasp up like that at the top, and he did it with everybody. And there's like pictures everywhere from when he was alive, because
this guy
is not alive. And he does it with like a few. They do it on like in the background of an interview. You see two guys do it, and then him and another guy do it. It's just There's a whole fucking army in Africa that's dedicated to defending Tupac.
Man, Christ, do people still think
Google
Elvis
that
is
shit,
alive?
bitch.
People still think Elvis is alive.
You know, I
don't know if
I don't know. I kind of believe that for a little while too, but
I mean, you heard shit about like
people fake their death all the time.
Come on.
Look at DB Cooper. Who knows if he even made it or not? That could have been someone who faked their death.
Did he fake? I mean, did he fake his death?
Yeah.
I don't think he faked his death.
Well, he was supposedly supposed to
found.
fake his... Right, he was never found, which they assumed he faked his death or was dead because they never found him. Where they found some of the money, they just never found him.
Yeah.
And they didn't find all the money. They found one bag of money scattered, and they never found him. They never found the money. So, yeah, people fake their death all the time.
I guess so.
This is pretty good right here.
It's different, right?
Yeah. I like
Shout out to Shipyard. I saw Jim Saturday when we were out. He was at Peddler's Daughter, local Irish pub. He was coming out. We were sitting outside. We never made it to the movie.
You never made it to the movie?
No, we just drank. So and that was Saturday. So yeah, it was just a lot of drinking.
Hit the old B-dubs.
There, and then we went to Peddler's Daughter, and then I came home.
Fun. At least you worked your way from the outside back to home.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time. A lot of fun.
I wanted to ask you how the movie was, but
ball busting.
Well, there goes 10 minutes of this segment.
Yeah, well, now you know how I feel last week when you didn't watch anything that I had suggested.
I mean, in my defense, I had, what was it we decided on? 5% because I had already seen one episode. So
yeah, I'll give you that.
It wasn't a total no-go.
All right, well, I guess now is a good time to talk about the news.
I thought that's what we were talking about earlier.
No, I mean our news, not current
our
news.
news.
Yeah.
We have news?
Yeah, bro.
Did I miss the company-wide email? I think I might have.
Yeah.
By company-wide, I mean you might have sent it to me or not.
No, I was waiting to see you, and then I got sick, and then blah, blah, blah. It just kept getting dragged out. And then, so the studio is now a company.
This is wonderful.
We have affiliate links that are on the website. The website has been revamped a little bit. We have merchandise. You want to see some shit? We have a link on.
I've
the
actually
store.
seen some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think about?
I can rock the tank top.
I can.
With the being.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
So
I mean, if you can rock a tank top, stretching that shit out, I
ain't
can rock
a tank top. My belly stick out. You only wear tank tops when the top sticks out. That's why they're called tank tops, not tank bottoms.
Or mid bottoms.
Yeah. You don't want to look like. I don't want to look like a pregnant chick.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we got merch. So you can go to the link on the site where we have merch.com. It's just search Off Color Discussions podcast, and we are there.
We got to work on the trucker hats.
Yeah, that'd be dope. There's a beer stein. I thought it was pretty cool. I might
order one when you get off and done recording.
Yeah, maybe that. There's a coffee mugs if you guys like coffee, t-shirts, and a hat. I'm gonna put up some more images of stuff. We're also on Patreon now. We have not formulated the tiers because we haven't sat down and talked about what we should offer for different packages. and how we're going to go about it. But
that
we
is
can
true.
definitely do that. But we are there, so even if somebody wants to just chuck $1 just for fun,
yeah,
I'll take that $1. So yeah,
you would be in whatever the first tier is because you're the first person to donate.
Correct. First person should get something special.
The first person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
First person, we'll get you something special.
We'll fly them out here and they can do the podcast with us.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I gotta get some money.
You don't have a
first.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, you don't have that company expense card yet?
No. There's no.
Hasn't showed up in the mail.
No, there's no credit card. It's
maybe we'll hold off on that.
It's what you got in the bank.
Yeah, we'll hold off on that.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of new stuff coming soon. This one next week will be our last live stream unless we hit 13 more subscribers.
13 more.
Take a break for July and then reassess everything. Tune some shit.
We're in that race for
100. We're leading the race for 100. I don't know. We ain't in the race.
I saw that we just
ahead by laps.
I saw we just hit 10,001 followers on Twitter.
Yeah, I've been working hard, man. Twitter's not
putting it out there.
Talking with a lot of celebs.
I was actually wondering if you took the week off from work because you've been pumping it on Twitter right now.
I mean, I only took off last Friday. That was really all I needed.
The fruits of your labor have shown.
I know, right?
Is that a notification? Did we just hit 10,002?
Oh.
We might have. Yes, we did.
Definitely did. 10,002 on Twitter. A bunch on Instagram. Some more on Facebook. I have, I think, up to like 10 different music submissions. So if you're an artist, producer, rock star, DJ, drum machine guy. What is it? EDM? No. What do they call that stuff? What do you call Marshmallow?
Electronic?
Yeah, so EDM, I think.
EDM?
So, yeah, if you're that, send it my way. It'll be featured at the end.
He doesn't like country people. No white people.
Bro, get the fuck out.
Wait, he's white when it's convenient. Never mind.
I like country. Yeah, I know, right? I get to choose. Hey, that's what happens when your dad has a green card.
You're either light-skinned or white.
I get to play both. You know what I mean? I get to play both sides.
Must be nice.
But, yeah, no, I will say the system's fucked. We do need to fix it. The only way to fix it is to get involved, right? Yeah. I think, look at Trump already shut it down because I think enough people said something. But I get his point.
It's for the people.
I get. Yeah, it is for the people.
No matter what the laws are, it's for the people, and it's what the people think.
Well, the people need to rise up then. Start.
That's what I'm saying. Let's do it. Rise up. Any movies you've seen lately? Oh, wait.
Oh, man, I'm busy. Get the fuck out of here. What movies you saw? You see Infinity War yet?
No, but I saw Black Panther yet. I did. I saw Black Panther the other night for the first time. Yeah.
How was it?
It was all right.
Did you see it on Cody?
I did not. I paid to see it.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't do if you ain't giving me like true 1080 like definition on Cody, I ain't watching your shit.
Did you see?
I ain't trying to watch no shit that's in movie theaters.
The other day, there was something like 15 different torrent sites got fucking busted.
For what?
I don't know. They just got shut down.
The only way they could shut them down.
Pirate Bay was one of them.
Well, Pirate Bay wasn't really a torrent site originally. It was a...
What's the...
for the first 5 years.
There was a bunch of ones that I used, like Putlocker. If you ever use Putlocker, that got...
yeah, because they probably was retroactive. If they're doing torrent now, then they're probably getting in trouble for the pirated downloads from before. Pirate Bay was doing like pirated downloads for like, I don't know, 10 years maybe.
Yeah, pretty...
For a long time, dude. They've been doing illegal shit. Like they started doing the torrent thing, I think, a couple years ago. But you know, hey, if it's legal, you're not breaking the law. But they're coming down on them.
It's legal, yeah. But I didn't see Cody on there.
Cody's not on there because they're a torrent system. They're a true torrent streaming system. There's no downloading. You're not breaking copyrights. You're not taking ownership of any specific download.
You weren't downloading. You were streaming.
I've never used Putlocker.
I used to use Putlocker.
I've never used, just for the record, I have never used any illegal download sites. I do use Kodi because, as far as I know, it's legal.
And Pornhub.
They got too many pop-ups, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the same.
Nobody wants a pop-up in the middle of like minute 2:37.
Oh, what the fuck? No, get out of the way.
Doing the fast forward to the good part.
I think it'd be worse to like when it's like right at the end and that's when it comes up. So it's like that unsatisfying fucking let go.
Pops up for like a new like condom commercial like in the last 30 seconds of the fucking video.
It's almost like when you're like she's riding you and you're right there, but then like she stops and it just leaks out and you're like, fuck. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow, sorry. Damn
wow, that got personal quick.
Son of a bitch.
That escalated quickly. You okay? You want to talk? You want to get it out?
No,
we got another Florida story coming?
I think no. God, no.
No.
No. It was good. That was a good story. It was funny.
I sometimes wish we had fucked up shit that happened around here like that happens in Florida. They get some
we did,
up,
actually.
man.
I got one sent. This guy got...
Did you see that bitch that wrestled a bobcat? Choked her out?
No, but I did hear about a guy that I think he was out of jail for like two days. He broke into a second floor apartment in Concord, naked, kicked the window in, was, I don't know, whatever doing in there. The people that were there...
Who doesn't break into someone's house naked?
Well, you know, he was walking around in a bathrobe, so that should have told you something. Climbed up to the second floor, because fuck the first floor. Kicks the window in. The people that were inside run down to the car, call the police. Please come. He's throwing glass at them. And
dude's just sitting on the couch masturbating.
I guess so. They tased him.
Really?
They tased him. I don't know.
While he was masturbating?
I didn't read that part. They just said they apprehended him. They tased him, but they found...
That's fucked up right there.
Their golden retriever had been choked unconscious and beat up a little bit. So I'm like, that's fucked up. People, I mean, it's obviously like a mental health or drugs, right? I mean, or just you're fucked up. I mean, who hits a dog? That's not like an asshole dog.
Same people who separate their kids from their parents.
I mean,
moving along.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it depends on what that dog was doing, I guess. If he's breaking the law
trying to bite
to
you and
shit, then I'd probably push it.
I just threw you so far off the
track. Damn it. Touche. I wouldn't punch a dog.
That's fucked up.
Unless it was attacking me, then
That's
I would
true.
punch a dog.
That's true.
Right?
If it's attacking you, punch it. So back to my old lady who choked out a rabid
Dude, man, I
bobcat.
got kids, man. I got kids, and dogs are way sweeter.
Oh. If you a cat person, which I know you're not a cat person, even though you have a cat, I can't fuck with you. I do not do cat people. Cat people freak me out,
He doesn't
man.
fuck with the pussies.
And so my thing is, it's not that you have a cat that makes you a cat person. It's that over the top that makes you a cat person. That one that like
buys that liquor.
Yeah, and like
where you can stick that thing in your mouth
and overly does it with the cat, and like like it's a dog. Like it just seems like you're in a desperate need for a dog, but you like an asshole.
Yeah, I'd never get the baby talk to anything. Like I don't even get it to like little kids. They're people. Fucking talk to them. See, yeah, they're not gonna get everything. You can use smaller words. But talk. They don't have to go.
I would love to see a statistic because women who continually get in relationships that are with dudes who are not like completely desirable, and I'm not talking domestic abuse level. I'm like women who keep choosing the wrong guy, like deadbeats and shit like that, and I picture them having a cat because cats are assholes. So I picture those kinds of people, or even men too, who keep getting in relationships with psycho women, like, and you have a cat that tells me
your wife threw an ashtray at your face.
Yeah, but she hates cats, so I'm okay. She did have a cat once that was psycho as fuck, and it cut my eyelid open, and that cat rapidly made it to the farm. And by the farm I mean a legitimate farm. Like it went to a farm where it chases mice. I didn't send it to the grave, but it slit my eyelid open, and that was the end of it for me while I was sleeping.
Don't
fuck
worry.
that.
I get your secret.
Don't wink at me like that.
I'm just saying.
I literally gave it to someone who wanted an outside cat.
No, I fully understand.
We don't do cats. Cats are assholes.
Gotcha.
Fuck cats.
Whatever you want to say.
Cats shit in your house. Then they track their shitty pebbles shit all over the place. They knock stuff off counters. Then they stare you down. I don't need competition.
There was a video.
I don't need competition in my house.
A friend of mine shared on Facebook of this cat. There's a black cat staring up at the camera. So the owner. Just meowing. So you fucking no. Meow. No. meow. No, and then you just see the eyes like shift, and it just jumps at the camera or her, and fucking you hear like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck cats. You ever hear a bobcat scream?
Yes,
dude, that is like some trippy ass shit, dude.
I watched a video of a dude's cat. He's watching like something for his work on his laptop, and the cat comes over and looks at him and gives him like that, like, "What's up, bro?" And he takes his paw and like hovers it over his laptop. What's he gonna do? Pow! Turns the power right off while he's in the middle of a work video. It's like, or a conference or some shit. It just stared him down the whole time. I'm like, that motherfucker can't be in my house. I can't have.
Yeah, but you have kids, man. My kids done the same thing, right? So it's one time, right? Back in the day when I had PlayStation.
I had one roll
when I had a PlayStation. Like, I'm playing Modern Warfare 2, killing it. It was like one of my better games. Fucking murder shot. We're in the desert map where I think there's like the plane in the middle and the cave on the backhand side. I forget what it was called. But then my fucking son walked over and just goes, "Eject. I want to watch this." Dude, what the hell? Man, you're looking, I'll kill you right now. What the fuck? Like, are you serious? Like, why would you touch that? That's not yours. It's mine. Don't touch it. What the fuck?
Boundaries have been set. I had my youngest roll her eyes at me the other day while I was like reprimanding her.
That
about
could be
something.
Easily a slap.
Lucky
patience.
You're
like,
I'm.
You know, like 5 years ago, you knocked the fuck out. But I've grown up a little.
Right.
But 5 years ago,
I was reprimanding her about hitting her sister and then lying to me about hitting her sister.
I guess you can't smack him. Hands to yourself. Bam!
So I was like, do I need to remind you of the 2 guidelines that you got to follow in this house? And she gave me that whole full eye roll.
Oh, shit, dude.
And I'm like,
I'll smack a bitch.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do right now because I'm so confused. Normally,
back in my hood day,
so
you'd be murked.
Yeah, right.
Like,
your eyes would still be rolling around.
I don't. What, you throwing gang signs right now?
Right. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I can't punish her. I mean, I can, but I can't. Like, she just rolled her eyes. Do I really want to get that angry about an eye roll? Yes.
That's why you just straight 5 push-ups. I made my son do 5 push-ups the other day just because he snitched on his sister. Sister got wall squats, right? So she comes in because she spit on him. So I'm like, dude, seriously, you don't do that. That's just gross. It's disgusting. It's rude. And in some countries, it's fucking assault. That is like, it's nasty, dude. That is where you draw.
If nothing else, it's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. That is like the biggest sign of disrespect.
I mean, aside from pissing on someone, that is like.
I mean, that just might be sexual foreplay, bro. I mean, it depends on your context with that one. Spitting,
Moscow pee parties.
Usually, unless like that Family Guy episode where it was all hot and Stewie was like sweating and was like, "Spit on me." So Brian did. He's like, "Now call me scum." So if it's shit like that, then I guess I get it. But if it was like, almost like.
That just got real for you. Are you sweating right now?
Really, no, that shit really happened.
You want me to get you a towel?
So she comes. I call her in. I'm like, we don't do that shit. Wall squat. So she gets in her wall squat. Fucking hates it because it's painful. It sucks. And I look at him and I go, 5 push-ups for snitching. I mean, seriously, like
you told her.
I'm like, you don't fucking tell. Just handle it. You should be able to tell her that is not how you treat people. Talk this way. You can communicate.
He's old enough to know better.
Yeah. So he's 10 or 11. So I mean, he's 11.
Are you sure about that? You want to change your answer? You want to call a friend?
I'm gonna use the lifeline. No, he. You get it. I don't fucking care. You don't snitch. Like you should be able to conversate. Don't freak out. Just go listen.
I have 2 girls. I mean, dude, it's hard. It's hard enough to tell them to work it out themselves.
Yeah. Well, girls are a different animal. Every time she comes in like whining and crying, like, and then she'll leave the room, I just look at the wife and I go, imagine when she's gonna be a teenager and going through all that stuff. I'm out of here. See you later. I don't want no part of that. I'll be in the monastery. You can come get me when she's an adult. Move the fuck out.
Mine confuse me because they'll be arguing and literally 45 seconds later they're in a hugging embrace watching the same tablet. Like, I don't understand it. They hated each other less than a minute ago and now they're the bestest of friends. It's confusing.
Speaking of Pride Month, You ever see two gay dudes fight? Like
I've
two
seen,
two more
yeah,
like
I've seen-
feminine.
Oh no,
like,
no, not too feminine.
No,
I've
because
seen
they go straight dude. Like it goes
Oh,
like
dude, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh bitch, you don't fucking talk this shit to me, and then it's like, what the fuck you just say? It's like, what the hell just happened here? It's like you can see the change.
I'm not really afraid of anybody, but I think if I ever got confronted by an angry black woman or lovely black woman, that might make me a little nervous. A Hispanic woman too. I've seen them get angry. I don't think I want to be on the receiving end of that. My wife, I don't want to be on the receiving end of that. I think any woman in general scares me a little bit, makes me nervous.
Again, ashtray towards your face.
Yeah, that is true.
And
followed by a remote. Yeah, so
a pillow. Dude, you woke up with a goose feather in your mouth and having a hard time to breathe.
all right. So
Dude, I would be petrified all the time, and you just keep multiplying women.
no, well, no,
You
I'm
have
done
to-
multiplying
Right.
women.
But she has two sisters.
Yeah.
Sister has a daughter.
Yes, I have a niece. I have two nieces, one on the way, and then I have two daughters, and then I have my sisters-in-laws.
Yeah.
So I'm completely surrounded by women.
Breed women. I'd be petrified every fucking day.
I have a tank of estrogen that I use as like an oxygen mask. Or testosterone that I use as. I know, I'm so fucked up. I'm so fucked up. I'm surrounded by estrogen that I walk around with a tank of testosterone like an oxygen.
Caitlyn Jenner, aren't you?
I know. It's horrible. It's been a long day. Don't fuck with me. It's a lot of estrogen around me, all right? All their friends are female. Everybody in my neighborhood's female. Like, it's little girls just randomly showing up at my house, hanging out, drinking juice boxes. Yeah. All the time. Girls everywhere. It's unfortunate.
Let's change your view of like young adult women now.
You know
Like I have
what?
a hard time with like
For the longest time, I thought it was the most... Oh, man, it was so rough because the mood changes and everything. But they are some strong, powerful...
No, but not even just
like,
that. Like
all of them.
Because we're guys and we like to look at girls when they're, you know.
No, I don't know. Are we talking? We're talking above 20, like age.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, but young adults, right? People younger than you by say, I don't know, maybe 30, right? I don't know. Your my cutoff limit's probably even
25
older
is probably my cutoff to look at.
I didn't even touch them. Like I just have
25.
Yeah, I have a hard time looking at them and just not see.
It,
I am.
You know
if
what?
Anything,
As I get older, it gets higher.
I think I'm more attracted to older women than
for sure
than younger ones now. Probably by like, I'm gonna be 38 tomorrow. So June 22nd for those listening in the future. I'll be 38. So. Probably anything
now, but
like
you say
30,
older women,
30,
you're talking like
34.
43, 45. You're not talking like 60s.
No.
You're talking maybe 50s if they're looking good, right?
Low. Well, it depends.
I don't know, man, because there are some
Angela
50.
Bassett?
I don't know that Angela Bassett's for sure in her 50s. Michelle Pfeiffer's in her
I think
50s.
She's 60s.
She might be. Dude, they still be looking good, but
I'd still
maybe do that penis. They be doing that penis lotion shit. You ever seen that? They take
what?
There's a thing going through Hollywood right now. There's like this treatment.
There's a lot of things going through Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
Used to be some
Apparently it's a penis on the face because you didn't hear about this?
No.
This is like 6 months ago. Fucking who was it? I think it was Sandra Bullock and
dick lotion?
it's made from the foreskins of probably like third world country, like
circumcised us.
No, like third world country penises. But like no, it's made from the foreskin and like it's like basically penis facials. That's what it is. Google that shit, man. What have you been doing over there? Are you just here for the show, man?
Can I get the Xbox controller that's over there? Yeah, no, it's on. It's just
I'm just kidding with you, Lenny.
But
yeah, that shit's fucked up, man.
You can tell where I sit, where I edit.
Yeah.
They be grinding up some fucking foreskin, putting
what if
in
that's
some
the only
facial
reason why
treatment.
it started? Because all the old people back then knew
I don't know, man, but it's
skin.
working. But back to 25, like I think it gets a little bit older. The older I get, it goes up because
I guess it depends.
Like they're
on
old enough to vote, drink,
it doesn't matter,
and
dude.
they've hit 25, so they
no.
kind of have an idea what life is. Most of them. Females, yes. Males,
I don't know.
Males come around like dudes come around right around
Way
27, 28.
I was like
35,
29. 35.
I'm trying to give us credit, man. But women, I'm not going to lie. They mature faster. I watch boys at the same age as my kids, and my girls look at them and go, "You fucking idiot!
Fuck is wrong with
You are an idiot. What are you doing just running around in circles for no fucking reason? Like, you're just dumb." Girls, I've seen it from the beginning. Women's attitudes come out early.
You're going to see a flash.
Then you won't remember anything.
1, 2, 3. Ta-da.
Ta-da. See, Google penis lotion. Don't Google that. Actually,
all that's gonna come up is like Jergens. Fucking
actually,
whatever Dan was using.
The conditioner, expensive conditioner.
Tea
Do
tree
that
oil.
because I
don't want that in my Google search. I just thought about that shit. I want that shit. Just
I was gonna say penis facials, but
yeah, on women's faces or something. Can you at least preface it by that? Can you at least throw in some like women there? I don't need like.
It's gonna come up with like 10 enlargement lotions.
What the fuck?
That's not the craziest thing I've seen when I turn on your computer.
What do you really want me to look up?
Sandra Bullock penis lotion.
I'm so glad we got you saying that.
Oh my god.
You're sure it's Sandra Bullock, right?
I'm pretty sure.
But all right, so them like I would touch the low 60s depending on who it was.
Low 60s. All right.
Oh,
I'm okay with
how
that.
old is Linda Hamilton?
Who?
Linda Hamilton. You see, they're doing she's another Terminator, and she's in it.
Is she really?
Yeah, there's a picture of her all with body armor on. She's still got a tight ass body, just because the face is wrinkly.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
You know what I'm saying?
The body got to be tight.
She's always been too skinny for me.
Really? Too skinny?
Linda Hamilton? Maybe back in the day.
Yeah, man, I got you back in the day.
Good. What's that other one? Wasn't she in like Volcano?
Oh, did you find what you were looking for?
Yep.
I hope it's the right thing.
Don't worry. His Amazon account is connected to it. Go ahead and order it. Whatever you want.
Oh, hell no, I ain't ordering that shit.
There it is. Kate Blanchett.
Is that Quartzy? Quartzy?
I don't know what it is. Is that the actual product?
Kate Blanchett.
Foreskin cells,
baby
urine,
foreskin
or snail
cells,
extract.
urine or what the fuck, dude?
It's fucking penis facial. See that it says right there in the second line of the fucking thing. And I got Sandra Bullock right. $650 per treatment to get fucking.
Oh my god, dude!
Per treatment
you're taking,
to get your fucking foreskin facials.
What if that's the only reason, right?
Dude,
that
imagine
circumcision started was so that the elders of those villages could get penis facials.
I'm so glad I didn't have to put that in my Google search on my phone.
I'm gonna start using Bing just for that reason.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be binging. I'm gonna
get my points.
Bing the crazy shit, and get my points with that fucked up shit, and then I'll use my Google for the serious topics.
There you go. Work topics. Yeah. See, that's what
you want me to enter your email.
Removed from the foreskins of newborn babies in South Korea. They're taking baby foreskins.
Oh, there we go. That's why we made peace with North. We're out of new shit. We need more. We need more, dude. What in the?
Because they want them to have more babies. They need product like, shipped out quicker. We need more. What? We need a more.
Even Oprah endorsed it. Must be good. What if that shit was under her chair? You get penis lotion.
Penis lotion.
Dude, what?
Everybody's getting a penis facial. You're getting a penis facial.
Who comes up with that?
I don't know.
You know what I was thinking?
Who goes, you know what? I got this.
I just had a dream, and I came up with this.
No.
This pure beauty lotion.
I had my baby was just born. And I had his foreskin just sitting around. I said, "What can I do with this?" And I made a lotion out of it.
Do they give that to you?
I don't know. Well, you can request it.
Would you?
I wouldn't.
No.
What the fuck would I want? Dude, I didn't want to keep my kid's first baby tooth.
Yeah.
Like, that's gross. Why are you going to have, like, a big jar of teeth?
You gotta keep but they get new ones, right?
Right?
That's how I felt.
Those are the ones we got to take care of.
Our daughters just graduated kindergarten. But people that have younger kids,
for people who can't or aren't watching this, he just rolled his eyes like my daughter did when I told her to stop hitting her sister.
some people, right? You know, a little picture with the family, but the ones that go all out, fucking 80 people photo shoot.
We gotta
it's
get
like
grandma.
It's like
your
you
cousins.
realize, right? They're going back into school. They're not done.
They basically just learned how to read and write. Like the hard shit. The hard shit hasn't even started yet.
That's like, dude, you need to. And then when you have like a kid younger that's gonna go through it again, it's like you're not gonna have to come back next year, right? So why don't you just do it all at once, or just wait, or just not make a big spectacle of it? Just because your kid did it, they're not that special. There's a whole class of kids that did the same thing.
I thought you were gonna throw in a testicle joke right there.
Only 1 star.
You got anything else?
I can go a lot of different ways. What are you playing? I need a new game. PUBG's pissing me off.
I don't know why the fuck you playing that. You should get on that Gears of War 4, man. Start playing that campaign by yourself. You'll love it.
It's not that I don't like it. Even when we were playing multiplayer, it was fast paced. The mechanic of the running is the part, that I think I have the biggest problem with. And I get it, dude. It's a thing. Obviously, I'm a person.
It's a niche thing.
There's millions of people play it. They have the contest, the esport about it. So it's obviously a thing, and people are used to it and enjoy it. Right. But I just have, after playing like even like Call of Duty or Battlefield, or even like PUBG, or
it's
just
a totally
other games
different experience
where their running mechanic is almost not simpler in a way. It's not 2-button focused. It's only one.
Well, this is only 1-button focused.
No, you have to hit A.
You hit and hold A.
Right.
And you use the left and right, on the left stick, steer. You go left and right to steer.
So
but
like
to go up against the walls, you basically just hold A or tap A again and hit up, and you go against the walls.
So I get the going against the wall thing, because that's the extra step. I'm talking about just the running mechanic in its general. Like if I want to run a path, I just want to hold the toggle and be able to run. And if you push down, then sprint. Like it's just that one.
I think it's actually better for the controller by doing that. For me. Like by holding the toggle and moving it, there's a lot of wear and tear. Right, there's no pressing down. There's not as much wear and tear on the toggle, but it's the holding the A and the roadie run is just, it's fun. Once you
run, it has its own name.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called roadie run. But when you roadie run and wall bounce, once you figure out the mechanic of it, and it's simple, you just got to get the timing and space right. But once you figure it out, you'll find that it's more fun. Like there's more fun to be had with that than Call of Duty. When you go into a fucking match in Call of Duty, if you're not up to snuff with all the kids who've been playing this shit like nonstop, and you're getting murked in every game, in this game, every game could be different. Like you have a chance as long as you can learn the mechanics of it.
Yeah, I almost find it easier running. Maybe they're not as wide or not as, because I assume they all have different attributes, right?
Right.
So I felt when we played running with the good guys, whatever it's not Marcus. This one, it's
his son JD. Yeah. But the cog in general.
Yeah, that cog. That's why I couldn't think. I knew his name. That's good.
Hey,
I didn't know cog.
Hey, good for you.
I couldn't remember what it was.
For someone who's never really played the series, then that's pretty good.
Oh, I heard they were gonna make a movie of it.
They attempted it a couple years ago, and it was one of those things where they felt like it was supposed to come out the year after Evolution came out.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah. And they scrapped it because they were only about 30% through the filming, and they put it on the shelf. It's supposed to have a movie coming out next year, I believe.
Well, yeah, because you need that propaganda for Space Force.
Right. Well, it's not so much space.
No, but we're expecting to find aliens.
Yeah.
That
Well, see, that was the other thing I brought up to somebody. Like, the fact that we're creating a Space Force. I have to say it like that every time. Space Force. The fact that we're acknowledging that this is something that we need to start moving in the direction of, doesn't that tell you or reinforce the theory that they're just slowly feeding us the idea of everything?
Yeah, well,
it started with crop circles in the 80s and 90s. I mean, crop circles started earlier than that, but the big boom of crop circles was in the 90s. That's when it was mass covered, and then with the spread of social media and everything. But
you have to make it feel like it's normal. That's why they do it. That's what propaganda is supposed to use.
Right, but the fact that they're
to show you that it's a normal thing that people do.
If it were true, I mean, it makes sense, the fact that they hide it from you, because imagine them just announcing that there are other life beings that are here or have been here, the mass hysteria would go crazy 20 years ago. Like the populace, like the entire world would just like lose their fucking mind that there was that kind of technology and the government knew about it and then just finally told us about it. No, they're kind of slowly feeding everybody and getting them used to it with the movies, and that way it's not so shocking. I mean, before it was radio shows with War of the Worlds, and then it started with the Roswell thing, and then it just feeds more into that. Not that I believe that it's a government conspiracy, but if you think about it, over the decades they've been slowly kind of feeding you more and more about this happening, and then all of a sudden now we're creating Space Force.
Well, I mean, you can look at it like this: like a person is smart, a group of people are dumb.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because there's going to be that hysterical, there's going to be that divide of we don't agree, so we're going to fight instead of just figuring out how to get it. The goal done.
That's actually that's pretty good. One person can go, oh my god,
wait, you can step back and look objectively at all the things.
But if you got somebody else in your ear, or 10 other people, or 100 other people, I see that. I mean, that leads into the mass hysteria thing, like people freaking out. One person could see it reasonably or rationally, and throw 5 other people in the mix, and 3 of them are irrational about it, and that spreads. So,
I just don't get the anger and violence. I thought we had a nice discussion,
what
calm debate. Violence? Not us, but like, but you see, like,
I was gonna say, I thought it was fairly tame.
Right. So in that group of thing, right, we just had a conversation. We didn't agree on our viewpoint necessarily.
Nope.
It got a little. I don't want to say heated,
contentious,
but it was there. But and then we just go, all right, well, figure it out.
It is what it is.
Like but where other people like it gets worse, and then people spit venom, but hateful shit. You start to that's when name calling. It's not like I'm not calling you an idiot for your view,
right? And that's where I think
it's seeing it as like, all right, we don't agree, but this is my view of it. This is why I support it, or this is the information I have on it, the view that I have, the reason why I have it. It's not like, well, this is how it is, and you're an idiot.
Right. That's my issue with social media. Like, I know I've told you before, I'm trying to get off social media. Like, the reason I'm kind of getting off social media is because it's a festering place for people who can have anonymity. Like,
sometimes,
but I forget.
And
you can be anonymous.
There you go.
So there you go. You can be anonymous in what you say. Like, you can say whatever you want, and there's no consequence. There's no connection when you're looking at somebody and expressing your opinion and doing it in a intelligible, calm way, as opposed to being on the other end of a keyboard and an IP address and just.
Yeah, no, but you also have the influencers that do the same stuff and follow the same practice. So the mob is almost only feel like repeating what they're watching. So do you know who Candace Owen is?
It's the mob mentality.
Yeah.
Social media is a digital mob mentality.
Do you know who Candace Owen is?
I do not.
She's a smart, intelligent black woman that supports Trump. I agree with some of the things that she says. Not that I don't agree with it. I don't care for some of her tactics on social media, especially when it's like name calling, as opposed to coming up with a solution or having a conversation. It's more just that, I don't want to say blindsided loyalty because that's not the right word, although I do think she's more just follows the thing of what they said instead of looking at all sides objectively. It's more just, this is my team, but just the way that she goes about it.
There's nothing wrong with supporting your team.
No, but if more people looked at stuff objectively and then even had that conversation as opposed to like a tweet post, make a video, do something, just not just shit can people and go, yeah, man, fuck you. Like, and then when somebody brings up the other side of an argument and there are valid points on both sides, no matter unless you're only rooting for your team, like if you're not looking at it objectively, you're not going to see. But there are valid points to both sides.
Right.
It's the pineapple on pizza argument that shuts everything down. People go, well, fruit doesn't belong on pizza, tomatoes on pizza. And I got to talk to your boy more because I thought about this more.
I get the whole fruit on pizza. I've never seen any, I mean, aside from tomatoes, obviously, but aside from
peppers are a fruit.
I don't eat peppers on my pizza.
Well, then you're.
I don't eat pineapple on my pizza.
Well, you're also still silly.
But
Hawaiian
I did
is
see.
and it was created by Canadians.
I know it was created by Canadian. Well, it was created by a Canadian in the late 60s.
All of them.
All of them look the same
together.
No, they all look the same. Is that what you're gonna say?
Oh, fuck it. Well, that's not true.
Kinda. Every time I see him on the beach,
stereotypically,
I see a banana hammock and a hairy chest, and I keep walking. I mean, I get it. That's where my problem with social media is. It can be a very influential tool if you use it properly. But when it becomes a toxic wasteland or a toxic waste dump of everybody's negativity just dumping into one thing, it's not. It's not a good thing. If you base all your information off the interactions you have on Twitter, then you're not informed. You're not making an informed decision or an informed opinion. Go read up on these things. There are plenty of things that I thought I knew, and when I read up on them, I didn't know the full story. And when I did, I didn't necessarily change my opinion, but I was able to see a different side of it. So there's nothing wrong with doing your own research. You don't have to just take what's fed to you, but
no,
I do see that social media is an important tool, especially in this world, because with all the problems we can connect together now like nobody else has ever done.
You just turned our volume down. I don't hear shit now. I don't know what you just turned down. Yeah.
What are you doing over there? Are you falling asleep over there? Oh, there's my headset.
Yeah.
Did you knock your plug?
No. He definitely went down.
I'll go into the other floor.
So I mean, I'm not completely against social media, but I just think it's being misused at this point. Like everybody discovered it,
not
used it
by
properly.
Everybody, right? You have to find the people that.
And I don't paint a broad. No, I don't paint a broad brush.
Now we're too loud.
Whoa.
What are you turning up?
I don't paint a broad brush. You know what I'm saying? I go based off of my own experience.
Is it too loud for you now?
Yeah, but hold on. Before you turn the mic down, what is the Audacity doing? That's the important part.
No, that I've been watching.
All right, so just turn the headphones down a little bit.
I turn them down, and that's where I lose you.
The headphones? Yeah. So now plug into the other one.
I got it.
But they should be all right. Do.
We good? Technical difficulties done.
I guess so.
I lost it.
Much better.
I lost my groove.
That's all right. We'll get back there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Nah, it's all right.
God damn it.
God damn it. So back to your original question, because I didn't get to answer it.
Fucks everything up.
So, I highly recommend any Lego game. If you're looking to play something just for fun and just kind of go in and just have fun and not have any like real in-depth anything, play a Lego game. They just had Lego Indiana Jones 2.
They talk on that one?
Yeah, I believe they do.
Yeah, because I know they started talking ever since the
first Indiana Jones, I think.
No, it was the Batman one.
Was it the Batman one?
Yeah, it was Lego Batman.
It was the first
2
Batman.
was the first one.
No,
yes, it was. Yeah, it was Lego Batman
the
2.
video game.
Yeah, Lego Batman 2.
No, there was.
I will put
there was, there was Lego Batman the video game, and then there was Lego Batman 2. And
right.
I'm pretty
Lego
sure
Batman 2 is when they started talking.
Did they? No, I don't want to bet.
I'll put money on that shit right now. Bet. I'll put beer on it.
I don't want to bet.
Come on.
I don't want to bet.
That's when I started playing, is when they started talking. Because the no talking, I don't want to fucking read.
See, I never had the reading. I just had the grunting.
Yeah, well,
I always turned the subtitles off, so I didn't know if they had those.
But there's story.
Yeah, but I could watch the story. I know the story. The first one I ever played was Indiana Jones.
No talking.
Yeah, I don't think there was talking in that one.
No, I'm pretty sure the talking was Lego Batman 2.
All right, so I'll Google that after the show. We'll come back with that next time.
That's a good one.
I love all the Lego games. They're pretty fun. What else they got going on?
They're good comedy.
They have Smite. That's a good background game. You can play that.
That's the makers of Paladin or like Paladin.
Yeah, that's the ones that made Paladin High Res, I believe.
I thought Paladin was good.
Paladin's good. I've been playing it again a little bit.
It's just quick ass, easy. So maybe we'll play that. So with the we can get ready to wrap this up soon. So with the studio being registered as a business, I think we should start to dabble into some gameplay.
Let's
stuff.
do this.
Not
now you're talking my language.
Hook up, not all the time, not during our podcast.
We'll
do our podcast. This will be our
Catch us on Mixer.
Yeah, dude. Like, because we can live stream, set it up to Mixer. We can live stream, set it up to Twitch. We just got to change the address. So that's easy peasy. And start streaming. So maybe fuck around, do some different gameplay.
Let's do this.
I really, like I said, I do want to do like either Call of Duty or PUBG or something, some shooter game.
Battlefield.
Yeah, rotate between which screen is being brought up. Even if we just record it, right, and then afterwards go back through, watch the recording, and make up like a silly dialogue for it.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
I think it'll be funny. You got to pee or something?
A little bit of that, and I got to get home, man. I haven't been home since 6:30 this morning, so.
iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play. I don't know, because Google now has their own podcast app. I don't know if we're on that, but Off Color Discussions podcast. Find us there. YouTube, Off Color Discussions. You gotta pee so bad. Just go pee, bro. I'll
subscribe. Don't subscribe.
Jesus Christ, you doing the pee-pee dance and everything. You're like, I just gotta pee. Oh my God. So if you enjoy the show, YouTube, subscribe. Don't let me lose my live streaming. It's a lot of fun, even though bullshit happens all the time. But that's funny. I don't care. I think it's funny as hell. iTunes, Spotify, rate, review, comment, interact us. We do have a Facebook group, although you're better off hitting me up on Twitter. A lot of cool stuff. Check out the merch site. Check out the new website. Or not new, revamped website. There's going to be a lot more changes coming to it daily as I put up pictures and figure out what I want the pages to be. It's been fun, dude. We're almost at 50. So 50,
I've been holding that since the 20-minute mark, man.
Dude, you should have fucking just cut.
I should have gone before. But yes, I was running late tonight.
I know. You should have.
running late.
So for the 50th, I want to do our origin stories, and then
my origin story is pretty boring.
Mine's not. It's exciting.
With that Florida story, hell yeah. I mean, I got some fucked up stories, but
and then
I don't want to talk about them.
It's therapy, I'm telling you. And then if you're really committed to doing the wife ones, I'll figure it out.
The what?
The wives. You want to have the wives on.
It's not that I want to have the wives.
Time that you've mentioned it,
but so I think it would be a different perspective to have them on. Neither one of them have ever been on a. Neither one of them have been on a podcast. They have never been in front of mics. I just think it'd be fun. Give them some drinks. Let this thing roll. We don't even have to live stream this thing because they'll probably be nervous.
I'm probably gonna embarrass her because I'll start talking about some real shit.
Did you listen to the last one? Last hashtag no offense.
Dude, I don't think I can.
Shout out to hashtag no offense. If you don't listen to them, fucking check out their last episode, man, with the Duchess. My favorite episodes are with the Duchess. I love them. That shit's hilarious.
No offense, Adam. Hashtag.
we love Adam.
Carpe diem.
Big hearts. But the Duchess, man.
Dude, that story was fucking hilarious. I'm not going to give it away. You got to go listen to it.
I'm just going to say it's going to make you think if it's ever happened to you.
It has not.
It would stand out if it did. So.
I will say I have farted on somebody before.
Hey, don't.
I'm sorry, but I'm not giving away the whole ending, but I at least did that.
Go give that shit a listen.
Holy fuck.
I was laughing for a solid 10 minutes.
You know, I had issues at work where I can't use my phone as much except to listen. I wanted to fucking comment to him so much. Like, Chris, dude, I was dying. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm hearing this shit. Like, dude, it is that
Go check it out. Hashtag no offense.
I forget what number it is.
39,
40? No,
39 or 40, I think.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Maybe 38. But yeah, check out the website. All the new stuff. We got a lot of new stuff. Next week, we're sitting with the Shit Happens When You Party Naked podcast, husband and wife couple that, dude, they are some
episode 41.
41?
Yeah.
They are some funny people. They're a funny couple, but they're also from New Hampshire, and they are donating to our cause, Beards, Beers, and Battle Scars.
That's what's up.
They are one-upping the largest single amount that was donated, which was $100 at right now, unless somebody wants to go to vetscounts.org.
Are they waiting until the end to donate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody goes to vetscount.org, finds Beards and Battle Scars, donates more than $100, they're going to do $1 more than you.
They're going to match +1.
Yeah. So right now, the top one is 100 at a single time. Somebody beats that, I should text Randy.
You got that company credit card ready yet?
No, the credit card is not coming in. Otherwise, I would. But that because kind of weird.
You gonna get that black diamond card?
No. No, my credit limit ain't on that status. They're like, you can get that
like,
pewter card. You want this pewter one? It's pewter. Isn't that like not worth anything?
Porcelain.
Yeah. You can get this picture of a card. You can get like that pre-approved card that you get in the mail that don't do shit. It says like John Doe on it.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Yeah, right. It's like, what if this number would really work? You know, some dumbass probably had to try that shit.
Somebody tried it.
Denied. Damn it. All right.
If you've ever watched those Walmart videos, somebody's tried it.
That's true. It's been fun. You're already out. I'm gonna finish this one off.
Good for you.
Cheers, bro.
I had one hiding.
Oh, word. Good.
Have a good night.